everybody, welcome to No Chill Zone. I am Danny Renee, and if this is your first time coming to my channel, don't forget to like, comment below, subscribe, watch this video all the way through because me and my girl Sierra, we're about to tell you guys the real story about life after college. So Sierra, go ahead and introduce yourself.
Okay, well, like she said, my name is Sierra. I also go by CCB, and I'm so excited to be here in the No Chill Zone, having some girl chat with my girl Danny Renee.
Yes. We are actually in the Bay, y'all. We are not in LA, and it's beautiful. And we connected, and we're here to tell you guys about life after college. What is life after college like for you? What is it? What is it? Is it a dream?
It's a hot mess. It's definitely not what you expect. It's not what I expected at all.
Did they lie to you? They lied to me too. Okay, so tell me a little bit about your journey and how you're trying to figure out this life after college. I'm 5 years removed from college. What about you?
Same.
Okay.
Same. Graduated undergrad in 2013.
Monterey?
But yes,
Monterey.
State Monterey Bay, Otter Gang.
Hey.
No, just kidding. That's
Otter
not really fun to
Gang,
say.
Matadors, C-Sun. We the Matadors, see the worst, so.
Oh, that was my high school mascot,
A
actually.
Matador?
Matadors, yeah.
Oh, gosh.
Come on.
You want the attention on you, huh? We have a friend. Her name is Bella.
But trying to mess up our flow.
Go ahead. Tell us about your experience.
But in any case, yeah, so 5 years, and within that 5 years, it has been crazy. Well, first off, majored in journalism, media, and I don't know, I guess I just had this mindset that it was just going to be like, once I had that degree in hand, the jobs were just going to start rolling in. And that was not the case.
No.
That was not the case at all. Yeah, I struggled. I actually started my career doing insurance. That was my first after college full-time job, and I was making good money. There's good money in insurance. But
that's why they be recruiting all the time.
Exactly.
I still get insurance recruitment emails.
Yes. And it was a small insurance company, and you know, it just wasn't for me. It wasn't for me. Obviously, it's not what I went to school for, and I wanted to. And I know other people get into different careers that aren't necessarily what they went to school for and end up finding passions elsewhere. But that wasn't it for me. It just wasn't it for me.
Right.
So I had to get out of Dodge. I lasted 9 months doing insurance before I was just like, you know what? No, I need to try to actually do what I want to do in this life. And then after that, I started trying to get jobs in media, and girl, it was slow.
Media is a very, very tough industry, so
yes,
it'd be slow.
It was slow, but then I lucked up and I ended up at Coffee TV 20 Bay Area station, where I met.
This is where we connected. We connected at Coffee TV. So since you had that journalism background and you wanted to do like on camera work, did you ever like think about going out of state to a smaller market?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I definitely considered it. I started considering it more after, well, when we worked together and our other coworkers. Liz,
oh yeah,
shout
she
out
had.
Liz.
Yeah, hey girl.
And she ended up doing that, and that's when I had thought of. I considered it before, but I really started considering it when she did it, because I was just like, man, like it seemed like it was so easy and quick for her to get into a smaller market, but I was struggling trying to get into this big major market here in the Bay Area,
which is the number 4 market.
Yes. Yeah. And so at that point I was just like, shoot, maybe I should leave, you know, maybe I should go somewhere. But I don't know, I never ended up doing that because I just didn't want to end up in a podunk town by myself, nobody there. And I don't know, it still crosses my mind sometimes.
Like, do you still want to do like newsy type of stuff though? Like, because when we go to college, if you're a journalism major, things have probably changed since now, like with technology and social media. But when we were in college, they taught us strictly news, like hard
traditional journalism.
News. Yeah, traditional journalism. So did you ever want to go back and like do hard news, or did you want to be in like a more of a creative realm of things, or what?
Yeah, so originally, I wanted to go straight into the hard news, broadcast journalism, like, you know, but because things have changed, and like since we've been out of school, things were already changing. The way that social media was exploding and digital media was exploding, and it got to the point where I was like, okay, maybe I can find more going towards this way and this avenue, because traditional journalism is fading, and there's less and less opportunities, less and less jobs, and they're not paying very well either. I was working at a newspaper for a while, and it was a great experience, and I enjoyed my time there, but that's not really where the money's at these days, you know? So digital media is kind of the direction that now in my journey, in my career journey, I'm more leaning towards.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, for me, when I graduated from CSUN, I actually moved back home, and my first job out of college was working at Cal State East Bay. First, I was helping out this lady because they were introducing the Office of Diversity and Inclusion. So I was helping her with her office, getting her office together. And then I went into working in financial aid. So, and then after that, I got the job at the radio station, because Cierra and I also worked in radio together. And then, so I had 3 jobs. And then I got the job at Coffee TV. So I was working at Cal State East Bay, Coffee TV, and I was working at the radio station. So it was really a hustle, because I didn't want to go out of state. I'm like, for what? Like, I don't see myself. I really honestly didn't know what I wanted to do either. Like, you come out of college and you think that you know exactly what you want to do, but you don't. Like, I'm still figuring it out 5 years later as to what I want to do.
Same.
So, and I think sometimes that gets lost in translation when you're getting ready to graduate, and you know, you're doing these internships. And I had an internship at TMZ, and I could have stayed there, but it was just, I just didn't know. And I'm like, I'm gonna just go back home, because I don't know. You know, they were gonna offer to pay, but again, like, it's not paying enough, and it's expensive to try and live and work, and you working 12-hour days on set, and it could be a lot. So I think that having that time to come back home and kind of try to figure out things a little bit really worked for me, and to get that exposure and experience of working in a top market. We worked in radio, we worked in television in San Francisco, and that's kind of a big deal. Just a little bit.
Another thing in this journey that I've been doing is, just recently I went back to school to get my master's.
Oh yeah, that's right, you are.
And I'm doing that now. And so 5 years later, I decided to go back to school and get my master's. And originally, I don't know if it was like me just wanting to see what it was gonna happen, but I didn't want to go back to grad school right away. Like, I knew I wanted a master's, but I was like, let me try my hand at being in the field first and just see how things go, see what opportunities come my way, and then maybe go back to school. Right. So I had planned to take a 1-year break, which turned into a 5-year break. And basically, I'm just here to tell y'all that's okay.
It's okay.
That is okay.
I feel like we feel like once we get a certain age, like, oh, I should be doing this, I should be doing that, but I'm just now realizing, like, this is our own life journey. So Absolutely. It doesn't matter if you didn't get a job in your field straight out of college. Like, that is okay. And I think if I had someone to tell me that 5 years later, then I would have felt a lot better. You know, 5 years ago, I'm sorry. If someone would have told me that 5 years ago, like, it's okay if you don't know what you want to do. You know, like, figure it out. It's a journey. You know, I probably would have went and traveled, or like did some other stuff, but I'm happy with what I did, and I'm happy that I'm figuring it out as we go. And I think sometimes we forget that. We forget that life is really a journey. Life is really like just trial and error.
Absolutely. Trial and error.
Give them a little background. So Sierra and I, we worked at Coffee TV, and then I told her, I said, girl, you need to work at the radio station. And she was like, oh, really? And I was like, yes, we need you. And she applied and she got the job, and then she started working in radio. So what was your experiences working in radio in San Francisco?
In San Francisco.
We got some stories.
Too many. But overall, you know, there was some highs, there was some lows, as with any, you know, job. Anyways. But overall, it was a good experience. It was a good learning experience, I should say. Overall, definitely a good learning experience. Definitely made a lot of connections that I still even keep in touch with now, which has been great in the media industry. Yes, to have connections, friends. So I would say overall it was good, but I probably would want to do it again.
Yeah, I feel like, honestly, like when I worked in radio, it was great, but I kind of felt a bit manipulated, and it's like you're doing all this work and you're working hard, like, oh, I'm gonna get on air, but you doing a lot of grunt work. Yeah, and I don't mind the grunt work. However, like, I'm working towards something. I'm working towards a goal. I don't want to just be in the same place. Right. Like, I'm not trying to run on a treadmill.
For growth were very, very limited. I'm actually going to mention that too, because it's a lot of politics. It's a lot of competition. Everybody's trying to step up the ladder, and you know, people will bring you up and put you on, but only to a certain level, because people
they don't want you to go over them.
But yeah, they want to see you doing good, but not better than them. You know, so they're only going to, you know, give you inch. And at that point, I mean, yeah, you are responsible for your own success and your own journey, but at the same time, it's like, okay, if we're in this together, then why can't we build each other up? Yeah. But there's a lot of politics, especially in a big market like San Francisco, and it's really difficult to find those genuine connections where people really, really want to see you make it to the top.
Yeah. I would say the best thing to do is just connect with people who are on your level, people who you could ride the wave with. You know, like a lot of the times, I think sometimes we want to connect with people who are up here, but maybe sometimes they're up here but they're not here mentally. So it's sometimes good to kind of ride the wave with people, and then you end up like Cierra and I. And you know, like, I told her about the job at the radio station. She got the job, you know, like, I wasn't like, oh, I ain't gonna tell her about my job, like, she ain't gonna steal my, no, we gonna shine together, like. Right,
absolutely. But there are people that would have been like, oh, she's struggling, she gonna have to keep struggling, or you know, whatever. And it's like, no, like, that's the type of connections you want to make, are people where it's a what's the word I'm looking for? Reciprocity, reciprocating. You know, give and take,
and then you build lifelong relationships and friendships.
Right, exactly, because we went from being co-workers to being actual friends. Like, we are friends.
We is friends. What are 3 words of wisdom you would give to someone who's a creative, someone who's a journalist, someone who is in this space like we are? What would you tell them?
I would say, for one, keep your focus. Keep your focus, because it's so easy to see what other people are doing, especially with social media, and get distracted or lose focus or feel like you're not doing enough. Stay on your own trajectory. Don't let that, you know, get into your mind, get into your spirit, or anything like that. So stay focused. Also, be open-minded. You know, like we said, we worked in radio and TV. We did a lot of grunt work. Don't be so arrogant to think, oh, I have a degree, I'm too good for this, I'm above this. Don't think that. I've done that a few times with other opportunities, and that I, you know, kind of regret being that way.
Yeah.
Don't do that. You know, take the opportunities that come your way.
I love that.
And lastly, I guess the third thing would be to, I don't know, just be patient. Be patient, because if things don't come right away, like we said, we're 5 years out of college and we're still figuring it out. And you know, just be patient and keep your focus. And what was the other thing I said?
Be patient, keep your focus, and
don't be arrogant.
Don't be arrogant.
Do groundwork if you need to.
Yeah. If you need to.
Yeah. No, if you need to. And listen, if you get an on-air opportunity right after college, or whatever your dreams are, if you have your business booming right away, okay, be arrogant. But if not,
do what you roll them sleeves up, and do what you gotta do. I would say, for me, always be yourself, and don't conform to like what other people are doing. Like, stay focused, like you said, on your path and on your journey. And as long as you're being you, people will gravitate to you, because you're you. Nobody else is like you.
Genuine.
And then I would also say, like I said before, connect with people that are on your level, so that you can ride that wave with them. You guys can create things together. You guys can start businesses together, production companies, like, all that is needed in this industry, especially from young creatives. And then I would say lastly is always be positive, and always have like a positive outlook on life. And when you have that positive outlook on life, you will receive everything that you need to receive. So tell everybody where to find you on social media.
So find me at CC Says. So that's CICI 2 underscores.
I have it like right here.
2 underscores 2 says. CC Says, and that's on Instagram, Twitter. That's it.
All right. Are you doing anything for the future? Are you gonna start a blog? She's an excellent writer, by the way.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're a really great writer.
Thank you. I try it. Start a blog. I'm gonna do something. Right now I'm trying to focus on school, because that is grad school is crazy, by the way. Save that for another episode. Anyway, so right now I'm trying to focus on that, but definitely just keep your eyes peeled because I do have a couple little things in the works. So just catch me on social media and I'll be updating you guys on new things.
Yes, make sure you follow her. Make sure you like this video. Make sure you subscribe. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.